Blasting works the same. You have a couple of fuses connected to your dynamites, and then you place it in the area that you want to blow away. It works the same as with a normal firecracker. It's just on a larger scale. So let's say whenever you do your blasting, you light your dynamites, you wait like for half an hour or hour just to make sure that it's safe, and then you go do your studies, see if all dynamites went off, and then you just remove those that didn't went off. You remove them from site, but it's the same thing. So it's the fucking same thing. That's how dynamites work. Now let's start with the topic called blasting. So blasting is a process whereby the original rock deposit is fragmented using explosive devices or drilling methods so that it can be transported from the rock face to the crushing plant. Now if you're mining minerals, you want to have a crushing plant. You know why? Once a suitable area has been identified, which means once you identify the area where you found your minerals, has been identified as being rich in a particular type of rock, drilling takes place. The intervals at which these holes are drilled, as well as the depth of each hole, are determined by the amount of rocks to be blasted and the capacity of the explosives. These calculations are done by the blasting experts. So basically when you do blasting, this is just a normal sketch diagram, the gap between the earth and where you fill your hole with the charge length. That's basically what they call the charge length. So you have your charge length and then you have your stem. So the stem is the section that's not filled with the explosive material. The lowest ground level to the highest ground level, let's say something like that. That's your bench height, and your charge length is basically from, like I said, from your bench, from your lower bench, the lowest point on the ground to the highest, to where you stop with your filling of explosives. That's your charge length. Your bench height is from lowest point to highest point. Stem is from where the charge point stops to the top, and basically that's just the whole diameter. And sub drill is always 0.3 B. So I think it's that small piece there, the sub drills, which is 0.3. So it's 30% of your B. B is the distance between the burden. So let's just make sure that we understand that one clear. So the distance from there to there is basically 30% of the distance from there to there, because it's always the burden distance is from face of first to face of second dynamite. Stemming is the process of covering, closing or plugging the holes in readiness for blasting. It's almost like when you cover a seed with ground. So you cover that section with ground. This is the stemming section. So you're gonna cover that one with soil, almost like when you hide a seed under soil.